Hello everyone, and welcome back to the next Let's Play for Onlink. Well, apparently our top agent in Uplink, or Onlink in this case, is dead of apparent suicide, at least according to this anyway. He overdosed on sleeping pills. Yeah, I don't buy it. And, unfortunately, that warning right there seems to confirm everything. He has been working for ARC for several months and was working on a project that he doesn't quite fully grasp completely. He just knows that there's a problem there at ARC and wants us to go check it out because apparently he's dead, so he can't. Quite simple as that. So the first thing we gotta do is check out the ARC public access server in order to get a hold of the administrator's name and phone number. Without that, well, obviously we ain't going nowhere. So, is this person going to be a mute, or is this person going to actually talk? This is the question. And, okay, we have another mute administrator. Yeah, I wonder how many passwords have been failed every time that someone records a blank audio. I mean, think about that. You have a mute administrator, and every time it goes to trying to actually log in, they don't speak. So, where's the security? I think if you have a voice print, you're gonna have a voice? Logically? Either way, we're actually almost in the ARC machine. We just gotta put in our mute administrator. And we will be on our way, it looks like. But if you were paying attention a little bit earlier, I was denying the, what was it? The gateway for the ARC system. We wouldn't have been able to get in without denying that gateway. Otherwise, it would have been a big pain without taking the denial route. So, okay, we're looking for the 2100 hour, and we're trying... Oh, okay. Looks like unknown copied Revelation Core version 0.7. And besides that, we also have a IP address that we can look up, 177.228.22. which he used to bounce to this ARC machine. So it looks like we're going electronica. So let's see, is there gonna be another gateway? That's not good. There's a lot of gateways that we're gonna have to run into in this while we're trying to get to the mainframes. He hacked through like 5 or 6 different mainframes just to get to this thing, and it's gonna make our life painful. I mean, we just did a Trace the Hacker mission several episodes ago. This is basically what this is gonna be. This is another one of those. Alright, the gateway is down for now anyway, so we need to now connect over to the public access server and once again get the voice. Edmund Harvey, huh? Okay. That works. Mute or not? Mute or not? Question is... It's probably not. Come on. Ah! Hey! You're not a mute! That's nice. Yeah, you can't hear me though. So, you must be deaf. Great. Alright. Moving on. Now, we can actually get into the mainframe with that voice print that we got. Thankfully, it's not a mute. So, they actually have some security. And, alright. There we go. As usual, we're in. So, I've been wondering this. Have any of you guys tried any other games in this type of genre besides Uplink slash Onlink? Like Hacker Evolution or I think there's a few other ones too. Actually, if I recall, there's actually a web-based online multiplayer browser-based game which looked pretty interesting. I just wish I could remember the name, but I don't know. Post up in the comments if you can recommend some more games in this genre. I've always been quite interested in this type of stuff. It's fun to mess with. But as far as Hacker Evolution, I never really was that impressed with it. Yeah, I played through it and it was relatively easy after getting used to it after the first hour. It does take a little bit of memorizing commands, but besides that, once you actually get it memorized, the challenge is mostly gone. Especially since the game, unlike Onlink, it's like there is no... well, I shouldn't say no, but it's not randomized enough. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion on that one. I haven't tried the latest version of the game. It's just recently, I don't know, what, 6 months ago, they came out with a new version of the game. So that might be something more interesting than the previous versions. Yeah, I also tried the, they had an add-on or expansion or something like that. Untold Stories, I think it was. I couldn't get that to run, as far as Windows 7 is concerned. It might be just I wasn't trying it the right way, but I ended up having to use a virtual machine in order to get the thing to run. So they're not very good with future compatibility, to say the least. Alright, well, we need to go and search for the Square Public and Internal Services machine, because I didn't have the link to it. It doesn't help if you don't have a bounce point. Okay, well, while we're here, we're going to erase the logs. And just get the public access server directly. Alright, there you go. Fiona Russell. Get her voice. Assuming there is a voice. Let's see. Voice or no voice? That is the question. And we have no voice. Yeah. Well, the reality of this, I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous versions of this series, but there actually is supposed to be a voice in there, I think, if I recall correctly, but it's just not connected properly or at the wrong bitrate or something. I can't remember exactly. I wish I could. There was a way to fix it. You can actually replace the voice in Uplink with a couple other voices that actually work. It might have been the slow one that I'm thinking about, though. I'm not sure, because if you remember, in Uplink anyway, I don't know if I've heard it in Onlink, but in Uplink, there was a really, really slow voice that was really deep, and it was just a messed up bit rate, or hertz rather, whatever. Anyway, we're in the I2 microsystems thing. Now we gotta go look through the logs, and it looks like probably should undelete that log first. Make sure that there is no... Okay, cool. It's working. Okay, so we gotta go 159.108.1.210. And that should be okay. Usenet Central mainframe again. Oh boy. Well, I need to go get some more information from Internet before I go any further, because I don't think I have all of the... Oh, I guess I do. I should have just typed it in locally. Oh well. Never know. I mean, most of the time, At least if you're not careful, usually you don't pick up all the servers that you actually need right at the beginning, but apparently I clicked more than I thought. Alright. Mute or not? Mute or not? Another mute! Okay. Well, shall we move on? Let's move on. Alright, Uninet. Let's get into... Okay, we gotta deny this, actually, before we go any further. Because if we don't deny it, we're not gonna go anywhere once again. 107.188.192.72. There we go. This one's got a backup server, too. That's interesting. Well, it won't matter at this case. That's good. Let's see. I'm not sure which one it is. Let's see if I can find it. So there we go. Okay. Just had to make sure I found the internal services machine on the bounce list. I should probably have hidden more of the links. It would have made this a little bit more easy to get to where I need to go. So, if we were ever going to see another Onlink or Uplink, what would you guys want to see for features anyway? So for me, the one thing that I would love to see is more command line stuff, like a couple like emulators like of a Cisco router or something. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to emulate a couple things in the Cisco routers at the very least. That's pretty easy. Okay, so we found it, and it's at 10.150 from that undeleted log that we just got, so that's good news. Just do an IP lookup, brother. Sorry. And hopefully this will be the last bounce. I'm hoping. Yeah, alright. Alright, we're at Devin Steele's personal computer. That's a relief. No more of this back and forth, back and forth. Ugh, I guess we should be thankful that we didn't use a bounce list as extensive as my list, to say the least. I can only imagine having to go through a list like that. I mean, think about it. If someone had to go and backtrack through about 80 different servers, I think you should get a medal for something like that. I mean, seriously, that would take at least 6 hours to go through all the bounce lists that I've got right here. I don't know. Maybe someone's actually done that. Have any of you guys actually done that? It might be actually some interesting challenge. I don't know. Break into like a 60 bounce list and just keep all of them on your list that you've cracked into. I don't know. I mean, I think if I recall, that a lot of people actually like to break into like 5 or 6 of them in your bounce list so that you can keep the what's the word? Either way, as long as you can keep a longer connection time with fewer bounces with doing that. Well, it looks like he's got a Hacker Monthly, as well as the Revelation Core that we grabbed. But I guess that about wraps it up. So, see you guys next time.